Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here and I'm back at the Disneyland Resort checking out all the new things that they have right now. But I'm with my good friend Dylan from Theme Park Obsession, and we actually just ate Napolini for dinner, which was a really great stop for some pizza, which I really enjoyed. But let's head into the park now after our delicious treat. So we've come over to Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the rescue, the classic dark ride over here in DCA. You can see the line is spilling out the front entrance tonight. It is quite busy in the park, but there's something really cool and interesting that's happening with this ride in the very near future. But Fast Pass has been officially announced to be coming to this attraction. Very interested to see how that's all going to play out, because if you've seen from the recent past, Matterhorn's lines have spiked up, as well as a couple other attractions that have gained Fast Passes. So I'm very interested to see what it'll do for this attraction in the future and whether it'll bring more and more people to this attraction. But now we've come over to in front of Guardians of the Galaxy, which has a 65-minute wait today, which is kind of crazy. But look at this wall. They've actually put an extra scrim over top of it to kind of shield all of the awesome things coming to Avengers Campus this summer. Kind of crazy that they're having to do that now. So we've come over to Grizzly Peak on the opposite side of Buena Vista Street to check out Soarin' Around the World. We're actually going to ride it in just a little bit of time, but I wanted to mention February 28th, it will be officially soaring over California for a limited time. Yet again, can't wait to go experience that, of course, in a couple weeks' time. So we actually have a Fast Pass for Soarin' Over the World, so we're actually going to be able to get a boarding ride in just a little bit of time, but until then, we're actually going to walk over to Pixar Pier and get ourselves an awesome treat. Well, on the way over, I just had to stop and look at the awesome new Spider-Man attraction that's coming this summer to Avengers Campus. Look at all that detailing, as well as all the lights that are up right now. There's an insane amount of lighting going on in the land. Now, I know you're probably asking, why the heck at 55 degrees do you get an ice cream? And I'll come back with an answer. Why not? But anyways, we've head over to Grizzly Peak, which is getting a refurb done until February 14th. And it's looking quite cool to see it all drained out right now. And I cannot wait to get back on this awesome raft ride in the near future.
My name is Patrick, and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information.
Well, we made our way from Soarin' all the way to the Magic Kingdom itself, or at least Walt's Original. We're gonna go ride Space Mountain because we actually booked a Fast Pass for that while we were in line for Soarin'. We can't wait to get on Space Mountain real quick, the original. So we made it to Space Mountain, but I wanted to check this out because Onward has an exclusive sneak peek right now underneath Space Mountain. Just had an awesome ride on Space Mountain, but I wanted to show you this. Loungefly has come out with a new Yoda bag. Or I guess it might be the child or baby Yoda as it's more commonly known. But man, look at that Loungefly bag. And I believe the price is $75 or $90. Oh, $80. $80 for this awesome Loungefly bag. So if you're a big fan of Baby Yoda, this is the bag for you. All right, next stop seems to be Blab, otherwise known as Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. Let's go ride.
Listen up. Zurg is using the stolen battery cells to energize his secret weapon.
He hit it. He hit it a little more than I did. Dang it, Dylan, again. So as we've been walking around Tomorrowland after I just got owned, thanks a lot, Dylan, on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, we've been noticing there is a lot of places that need help in the land itself. Like a lot of things are broken, a lot of things are not really clean necessarily. There's a lot of cracks in like flooring, as well as like unsafe bubbles and things like that, and just stuff that shouldn't be in a Disney park, if that makes sense. Like it's too low of quality to be at a Disney park, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But it wouldn't surprise me if they're just not really paying that much money to refurb anything within the next little while, just because there is a rumored refurbishment of the entirety of the land. And that would make sense to stop putting money into redoing things inside the land and updating like small things like floor tilings or restraint covers. So hopefully we'll get an answer to that very soon. But it is kind of disappointing to see Disney kind of take this back route approach to taking care of Tomorrowland right now. And I get it, it's expensive and kind of pointless to keep it up to date as of right now if they're going to redo the entirety of it. But it is kind of weird to see that. So we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for sure. But now we're going to head over to Peter Pan. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh, whoa, what the refurb? Whoa, I finally made it back to London. Well, we jumped into hyperspace for just a little while and made it to Batu. You can see this line right now. We have 4 minutes till close. We're gonna ride Smuggler's Run if we can, but it seems there's gonna be a private party tonight, judging by these lines and everyone having a wristband. Kind of crazy. But let's go hopefully ride Smuggler's Run.
Engineers to operate the ship, the gunners to defend the shipments, and now...
We already broke part of the ship.
Right, pilot? Push the flashing button to take off. Move your stick to fly right and left.
So we're literally doing nothing. Doing
The stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Weapons are online.
Whoa.
Left pilot.
Oh, this is so bad.
Now let's go get that coaxial. Right pilot. Make the jump to light speed. There's the train. Come, Papa. Take them out.
Wait, don't press the button.
They've locked onto us. Take evasive action. Gunners, we need to defend ourselves. Open fire. Gunners,
We're already at
blast away.
72%.
Blast.
61
There
now.
it is. After that train. Flight engineers, fire the hopper. Left pilot, brakes. My friends, that could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I grab the coaxial. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Come on, let's get another container of coaxial. Pilots, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Get behind the train. Pilots, into the center.
Whoa.
Do you see those big white rings? Would you fly through them? Flight engineers, fire the harpoons and reel us in. Well, it's harder than it looks. A gunship? Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. Yes, a distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. 8%. The Star Destroyer is collapsing. Concordia. This would greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your God minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon.
So after an awesome negative ride, is like what we like to say, a negative run on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, which was a heck of a lot more fun than I was expecting. The bell's ringing at the fire department, which means the day is over at Disneyland, and we gotta head out. So let's head that way. Well, as we headed out, we figured why not stop at Sprinkles, and then I was the only one to order anything. Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate it.
I don't know.
But this is the first time I'm trying the black and white cupcake. I believe it's like a vanilla chocolate swirl. Very interested to try it out, though. So it turns out the black and white cupcake is just a chocolate cupcake with a white top on it. Really good, though, I would say. I mean, probably my least favorite cupcake from Sprinkles, but Sprinkles has like over-the-top stuff. But probably should have asked about that before I ordered it. But we're going to head to the parking structure now and get in the car and get out of the resort, even though the park's been closed for like an hour and a half. Because that's how we do it, right, Dylan?
Oh, yeah. Wow, that lens flare, though.
So great. So an absolutely awesome day at Disneyland, thanks to my good pal Dylan from Theme Park Obsession. Make sure to go check out his channel for sure. And if you haven't yet, what are you doing? What? Come on.
If you haven't already subscribed to Drew, hit the subscribe button. Like, come on.
If you like the content, please make sure to subscribe. It would mean a heck of a lot to me. But I also have an Instagram if you'd like to check that out. I'll leave the link in the description. And of course, Dylan has one as well, so make sure to go check that out. But until next time, we'll see you on the next ride.